And now, the tiny head. Do you remember that myth that the dinosaur's brain was so small it had to have two brains, one in the hip area to coordinate movement in the back half of the animal? Well, guess who was the poster boy for that? Yup, Stegosaurus. And for the size of the dinosaur, its brain was 3 ounces, and that really boggles the imagination. Well, this statue really encapsulates the minuscule nature of its head, but what a head! Now, the detail is truly amazing. I know I keep using words like amazing, incredible, I'm running out of superlatives, but just look at it. At this scale, 1/15, you'll see detail greater than the smaller figures. You can see everything. The scales around the orbital ring, even around the nostrils, the snout, on the cheeks, and these beautifully sculpted throat ossicles. They're like armor for the throat area. And just love the way the skin color serves to enhance all the detail. The darker shades here to show you all the folds and all the wrinkles. Honestly, these are things that you'll appreciate a lot more in person. And it's really, really incredible that if I were to just take a portrait, just this one area here, the head, it'll encapsulate what you'll expect to see in the rest of the statue. And that's where we're gonna go next. Wow, I can't get enough of this. So moving on to the body, the overall color scheme is very striking. Now it's indeed a very nice take on the traditional green of the Stegosaurus with these black-brown mottling stripes. Sorry, I should say a grey-black, not black-brown, mottling stripes. And I should note that this is a repaint of the original, which looks like this. And that was nice, but I thought a little too plain. And by the way, I want to thank Chris Bales from the Statue Forum for allowing me the use of his photographs. Now, this repaint is a worthy one. I think the color lends so much interest to the sculpt. And you can imagine the functionality of this camouflage pattern breaking up the shape of the animal. It's not over the top the way I thought the Carnotaurus repaint was, and it's one of the very few repaints I actually prefer over the original. I just really love the way the stripes balance out the brown growth lines of the plates up there too. Makes for a very nice composition, I think. The musculature is nicely captured with good bulk, and certainly looks like it could power this animal, whether for normal locomotion, charge, or to stand its ground. Yeah, common image is one of Stegosaurus keeping an attacker at bay by pivoting on its front legs while presenting the tail. And just looking at the muscle bulk here on the shoulder area, on the hips, you can certainly imagine that this dinosaur has the power to drive that movement. The powerful muscles look capable also of adopting this pose, which is one of starting to rear up, as if in response to some noise or approach of a potential threat. The tails also got very nice muscle bulk here. And you can imagine that with muscle bulk like this powering the Stegomizer, you really don't want to be anywhere near the rear end of this animal. All the muscles are just so nicely sculpted here. Very believable that this is a real animal. There's also very nice and appropriate detailing here. Now I say appropriate because I've seen some models that seem to overdo it on the scales. And in this region, you'd expect slightly larger scales, more general wrinkling and just skin fold detail. But even then, you can see that they didn't skimp on any area at all. Nice osteoderms, very nice texture to these. An interesting license taken in the Armour is in the forelimbs. You'll see some of this Armour incorporated in the triceps area here, and in the front some of that same armoring happening here in the forearm. Now, to my knowledge, this is speculative, as I don't think any feature like this has been suggested in the fossil record, but it's believable, and it's really a very nice idea that balances the protection for the rear of this animal. Just another interesting detail to an already interesting sculpt. Now, just a word about the baby. This guy has all the features you'd expect in a juvenile, with appropriately scaled down proportions and cuteness. You'll already see at this young and tender age the forearm ossicles here, and you see the tiny plates here, and of course the little Stegosaurus, not looking so harmful and dangerous now, but animals do grow up, as we all know. And in contrast to the adult, everything is smooth and pristine. Just look at this ball and very smooth dermal plate here, and even the Stegosaurus, you can see, looks completely unused. Now, interestingly, I count about 13 plates, so I'm thinking that these nubs that you see here, 4 of them, might in fact eventually transform into those missing plates. You know, while small next to the adult, he's big compared to most models. If you look here, he dwarfs my wild safari Stegosaurus. You know, I only wish that the peg were on the base and not on the little baby itself, so I could, you know, just place him elsewhere separately. You know, there's something about this age and beauty standing side by side idea that really appeals to me. And the parent-child theme is something I really love about this diorama. So to sum up, for a combination of sheer size, impressiveness, drama, and a meaningful diorama, this is a fantastic piece to get. It's iconic, it's an iconic dinosaur, and I love the composition of the piece. You know, you have points of interest framing the whole animal. You've got the plates on top, of course, the Stegosaurus at the back, a very incredibly sculpted head in front, which has points of interest as well that you don't see in other dinosaurs, and below you've got the baby at the bottom. It's got detail, it's got drama. I love the age versus beauty idea, and really, like all sideshows, it looks great from virtually any angle you choose to view it from. But I'd say that unlike the other sideshows I've looked at, there's really just one ideal angle, and this is it here. You know, I don't have the money to collect art, but when I do save up for pieces like this, I almost feel that I'm doing the same thing, owning a piece of art, because that's what this is to me. Well, that rounds out 2016. I hope it's been a good year for you guys. And as we head into 2017, here's wishing you guys success, happiness, and fulfillment in all you do. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Thank you for being patient. I know I've not always been timely. In fact, I've never been timely. And I look forward to give you more next year.